Hi, welcome back, Cosmic Insight Astrology. I am your co-pilot, Krisztina. Today, I'm here to talk about actually the Cazimi, the Mercury Cazimi in Capricorn. And let me see if I can share the screen with you. Okay, I want to share this screen with you. All right, here I am. Yes, so I could do that. All right, so here is the picture of the sky, the time Mercury going to be in Cazimi with the sun. And very, very important, the sky picture. Later on, I'm going to stop sharing. So right now, I just going to explain what am I talking about and share and show that for you guys. So my name is Krisztina. This is Cosmic Insight Astrology. And if you would like to have a reading with me, you can check out my website, which is urbanwitch.org. Thank you so much for listening, to sharing and subscribing to my channel. And please stay with me because I'm going to explain a lot of things right now today. So here is the Cazimi 0 degree. That is an anaretic degree in Capricorn, all right? And the Cazimi going to trine with Jupiter and the Moon conjunction. The Moon and Jupiter retrograde is in Taurus. The Moon is exalted in Taurus. It's also going to make a beautiful sextile with Saturn. And Saturn is the Lord of the Cazimi because it rules Capricorn, right? So it is going to bring on a beautiful mystic eye over here. And all right, so I'm going to talk about all the aspect over here and why is it interconnected and why is it important. Because of the Cazimi is trining with Jupiter, Jupiter rules Pisces and also rules Sagittarius. Sagittarius have right now Mars over here, the warrior, the courage, right? Mars, the planet of courage and war. And that is actually still make a very wild conjunction with the Cazimi. I know it's out of sign and it's very wide, but it's still going to influence the Cazimi with its energy. It's flavoring the Cazimi. Also, Psyche is over here. Psyche is the asteroid actually of psychological wounds or healings, and it is conjuncting with the Cazimi within a degree, but it's still out of sign conjunction as well, but still influencing. What else do we see over here? Saturn is actually in 3 degrees. Let me see. 2 degrees, 27 minutes at this moment, and it's not in retrograde anymore. However, it is conjuncting the fixed star of Formulhat. Formulhat also Archangel Gabriel, and it's a royal star. And because it's sextiling with the Cazimi, it's also giving an influence to it. And you know, because the Cazimi happens in Capricorn, obviously the Lord of Capricorn is Saturn and the influence is Pisces. And then you have to check what the Cazimi does also. It does a wide square with Neptune and also coexist with Pluto, which is also in analytical degree, 29 degrees in Capricorn, all right? And one more thing, what I have to tell over here, because of actually a few more things we're going to analyze, and it's going to be because of the Cazimi is trining Jupiter and Moon in Taurus. Taurus ruled by Venus, and Venus, the same moment when the Cazimi happens, it's going to oppose Uranus. You have to understand, not only the Cazimi is important, the picture of the sky is really important, the moment it happens, because everything in the sky, the way the aspects is going to influence our life in mundane perspective and on the personal life as well. And I'm going to talk about each individual sign as usually a little tiny bit. So stay with me and we can learn together. If you have anything else to say, please comment below. I'm always ready to learn and listen others' perspective. And you know, we are humans and we might going to leave something else or sometimes misspoken, especially with Mercury in retrograde, right? So, all right, what's going to happen? All right, one more thing I wanted to say. I wanted to say here is a very, very nasty fixed star at 7 degrees. It's Hamal. Because of the fixed stars, it's 7 degrees between these trines, so it's not going to really affect the Cazimi itself. And you know, Hamal sounds like Hamas. I told you in my previous videos when I analyzed Israel and the Palestine war as well. But also there is Sheraton as well in 3 degrees. But because of it does conjunct that 2 degrees, it makes it actually conjunct with the Jupiter and exalted moon. And because Jupiter and moon, yes, it does trine the Cazimi. So that's why it's important, because it gives an extra layer to it. All right, so that's the sky picture over here, guys. If you saw that, I'm going to stop sharing. I'm gonna pause sharing over here. Okay, and I'm going to put that down. And then let's see what's going on. No, I still. Okay, right now I'm checking my microphone, if I turned it off or no. Did I turn it off? No. All right. Okay. All right. So I can start the analyzing and everything over here. So if you're new to my channel, as I said before, please subscribe, because it will help me to get recognized by this, you know, algorithm. And then I'm going to be more inspired to bring you information over and over again. So let's start with the Cazimi. What is the Cazimi actually means? And you know, Mercury Cazimi, the definition itself in astrology is when a planet is in Cazimi, in heart of the sun, conjunct with the sun, typically within 7 minutes. But you know what? That is less than a degree, and actually it's not 17 minutes itself, like in our life. It is 17 minutes in astrology, okay? So that is actually strengthening the quality of the planet. Not the conjunction itself, because of, I have to tell you, the sun is very, very powerful. It's really bright. It has a lot of fire energy. Usually anything in heart of the sun, it's like burning away. But the Cazimi itself, it's actually straightening the planet's quality. It's almost like the sun is hugging the planet when it's in Cazimi and saving, and it's almost like a protective energy over here. Okay, so what is Mercury? The Mercury is the communication planet. That is the planet of thinking ability, the way you are comprehending information. Mercury rules two houses, rules the 6th and the 3rd house, rules Gemini and Virgo. And it's very witty, really sarcastic. It has to do something with our intellect, the way we process information, the way we communicate, the way we sell and interact with others, or actually or writing ability as well. So it in Gemini, it also rules short distance traveling, cousins. It also rules your friends, your neighborhood community, and your cars as well, your vehicles. Okay, so when it's sitting on the throne of the sun, that is almost like getting an extra power here, because of it's sitting with the sun together. So the communication will be actually magnified over here. And Mercury also contract and negotiation, right? So what could happen here? So actually it is conjuncting with Psyche. Psyche is an asteroid, and it is a Greek goddess. It's represent our human soul. or psyche or mind. That is our profound desires, anything to do with our relationship, with our love as well. It could be some kind of deep spiritual connection with psyche, or it could be also indicate some kind of profound healing for all of us, or, here's some kind of emotional wound, right? Because that's what it's representing. It represents our wound or healing ability. All right, so let's move forward and let's see what else is going on here. So, Capricorn rules the 10th house. 10th house, anything to do with honor, recognition, endurance, your career or career. The way we represent ourselves in society, the way we are actually seen by others. So this conjunction in Capricorn, which is ruled by Lord Saturn, the Lord Karma, that is really powerful. Anything to do with government. And because of Pluto also coexist over here with this Cazimi, it's representing some kind of communication, some kind of negotiation is coming up after the Cazimi. Whenever I'm talking about the aspects over here, aspects are not going to affect us on that day. Sometimes it does, but most likely, it has to unfold within 2-3 weeks. Sometimes the lunation, it's half year or maybe even 18 months if the eclipse involved. So it's not happening because there is a cycle in astrology, and the aspects always going to fold out within certain cycles. All right. So yes, so Saturn rules this Cazimi, and Saturn is endurance. Saturn also fear, but Saturn is diligence, endurance, hard work ethic as well. Of course, it's also could be something to do with delays, and it could do something with censorship. But because of the Cazimi sextile with Saturn, actually, and Saturn is not in retrograde anymore, actually it will bring in very, very powerful and auspicious communication opportunities, right? Also, what I was talking about before, there is also the Cazimi going to trine with Jupiter, and the same time when the Cazimi happens, Jupiter and the moon also going to conjunct in Taurus. Taurus is a fixed earth sign. It's stubborn, but it provides financial abundance for us, luxury and comfort. And the moon is exalted over here. The moon is the public, the moon is us, the people who are watching, for example, this video. And also it is our feelings, the way we feel towards to others. And because Jupiter is involved, that is actually an abundant feeling. It is more like Jupiter is very giving. Jupiter is the planet of blessing, Santa Claus. So during this Cazimi, we might going to feel like give, like random kindness to others. There was Hanukkah. Right now there is Christmas, Kwanzaa coming. So most likely we are more giving during this time, right? So that could be possible. And the trine is always, because Jupiter rules the 9th house and the 12th house, Pisces and Sagittarius, religion and spirituality, there is some kind of religion or spiritual negotiation behind the walls because of Jupiter rules Pisces. So that is hidden, that is behind the walls. But definitely it's going on. And I would think it's about the war in the Middle East, and it's the war probably in Ukraine as well. I'm going to say why, because of Russia ruled by Jupiter, and then because of Jupiter is in Taurus right now, Israel ruled by Taurus, so definitely that could be that. And because Jupiter was Sagittarius, as I said before, and Sagittarius has right now Mars traveling through Sagittarius, and because of the Israel Prime Minister has a Sag rising, US, Biden has Sag rising, so there is a possible negotiation with those and between those countries, all right? So that's definitely there. And as I said before, Hamal is there. Hamal sounds like Hamas. That is a very, very evil star, right? It's conjunct with Jupiter and the moon. We have enough. We have enough from the war. We have enough from taking innocent life. And I don't care what you think, but doesn't matter what kind of religion you are in or what kind of country you are in. Nobody has the right to take another life. I don't care who you are. Nobody has the right to take another life. And war, never about you and me, because we are the victims. You can be the victim. Doesn't matter which side you are. It's always about the government, the powerful, whoever is there. You know, it's always about them. Because of, guess what? When the war started, the stock went up. And which stock went up? The defense, the gun, you know, and who bought the gun stock before? All the billionaires who are connected. So right, you and me, we are just the victims over here. All right, so that's what's happening here. But I truly hope this Cazimi going to bring in some kind of powerful communication. And because of the same time, there is actually the Cazimi trines, Jupiter moon, and Uranus is there. Uranus is the chaos, and Uranus is rebellion, and it's against Venus, right? It's across Venus in the sky. And Jupiter and Uranus is in Taurus, right? Taurus ruled by Venus. So obviously, it's right now you can see the connection between all the planets but playing out here. Obviously, this is very important because of, you know, like we are feeling chaotic. We feel like we have to be rebellion. It's enough. It's gonna be a lot of protest. And the protest is coming from love. The protest is fighting for the one who has no voice, who are not capable to fight for themselves, right? Sagittarius is a warrior sign, and Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Jupiter is the blessing, Santa Claus. And Mars is in Sag, it's fiery, and Sag is fire, so that is a fight over here, obviously. And it's still conjunct with the Cazimi. Of course, it's like out of sign conjunction, 9 degrees away, so it's not that close, but it's still influence. It's still assertive communication. Let's do that. Let's do that ceasefire. It's enough taking more life. That's it. We're done with that. All right. So that is the Cazimi about. So healing the wounds, which going to be very, very hard, guys, because of, come on. I mean, what is going on this earth? I mean, I always thought, you know, we are evolving and we become more spiritual, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem to me. And it's still a lot of greed. And of course, I'm Jupiter ruled and I want to believe like we're going to get better and everything going to get better. But sometimes I'm very upset and sometimes I'm truly going into very deep depression over here when I'm thinking about what's going to happen for our children or with our earth or anything. But hopefully we're gonna do better. I mean, you know, that's all depend on us. It's all depend on our thoughts. And let's just hold each other's hands and go and stand up for the rights of others and stand up for each other's and stand up against what we need to stand up against. I don't want to necessarily say that, but you all know that. And then just keep your positivity and meditate and try to make it for a better world. All right, so let me see in my notes if I did anything. So yes, the trine is very harmonious. The sextile is really harmonious aspect over here. Diplomatic communication for sure. If I'm going to check, you know, like what kind of the war and peace, so that is the trine is going to bring in a harmony. So probably it's going to facilitate some kind of peaceful negotiation, right? And with education, actually, because of, as I said, Mercury is ruling the way we are processing information. And if you believe it or not, but of course you believe it, I mean, you know it, Jupiter rules the ninth house. Ninth house is higher education. So with this trine, we might going to have amazing opportunity to expand somehow or get more funding for education, funding for education. And Jupiter, because it rules Pisces, Pisces very creative as well. And Sagittarius is very philosophical. Oh my God, my Cosmo is barking so bad. Sorry about that. That could be something amazing going on with education. Through health perspective, actually, it could be something to invest in preventative cares, right? So it could be something with insurances as well, because of, but preventative care could be like the well-being of acupuncture, or, you know, right now, maybe the insurance going to cover in general, you know, like the acupuncture and holistic healing, because Jupiter in Pisces is holistic healing. All right, definitely going to stabilize the market. Like Venus and Uranus opposition could give some kind of little issue and some kind of volatility with the market, right? Especially in Taurus and Venus in Scorpio, that is the financial axis. However, the Jupiter trine will bring that, will bring it in abundance. So it will create, after the volatility, it's going to bring in abundance for us. So it's good. All right, and I'm going to actually go and talk about let's see, the signs. So Aries, let me see. So it's your 10th house. Capricorn is your 10th house. So what is your 10th house? That is honor, recognition, public life, career. If you would like to go for politics or become a mayor or any political adventure, go ahead, because it could be a really great opportunity. If you would like to approach a new career, go ahead, because it's also going to be very, very good for your professional life. Your communication going to be rich and going to be profound and very, very like point on, so you can get any kind of message through. So that would be really good for your public reputation. If you would like to have a TED Talk, if you want to have a master's degree, a doctorate, go ahead, because it could be a very good time for you. All right, Taurus rising, sun and moon, what's gonna happen for you guys? So Taurus, that is in your 9th house. 9th house, anything to do with higher education, long distance traveling, with your philosophy. It also has to do with foreign matters, second marriages. It has to do with older siblings, or anything with your immigration status, green card, citizenship, passport, anything with that. So actually, that is an implication over here for academic pursuit, right? So if you would like to get into a university, probably you're going to get the letter and you're going to be very happy about that. If you would like to go and take a long distance traveling during, you know, like the holidays, it will be supported as well. If you would like to apply to a job in a foreign country, meet someone who is a foreigner to you, you know, get a passport, or actually start publishing your work on social media, like YouTubing, podcasting, publish a book, could be really, really supported. All right, Gemini rising, sun and moon. Let's see what's happening for you. It's going to happen in your 8th house. 8th house is your finances. 8th house is your shared resources, your prenup, your will, your trust. It is your taboos. That is actually your animalistic sexual instinct over here, but also anything to do with death and taxes, tax refund. You might going to find out you get an amazing tax refund next year, maybe. you already started to do your taxes, or it could be an implication you're going to get an inheritance, or you're going to get a really good prenup signed. So that is definitely potential to gain some kind of financial matter, or actually it's really good to find a psychologist, a shrink, and actually heal your traumas, because psyche is over here as well. All right, Cancer rising, sun and moon. It's gonna happen in your 7th house of relationship, legal matters, anything to do with your partner, with your marriage partner, business partner over here. You might going to get a proposal. Actually, your client, because it's also your clients if you have social media like me. So that's your client could be really, really supportive. And actually your client could give you some kind of amazing recognition over here. Public relations. You can get engaged or you can get married during this time, for sure. Really good for negotiation or sign a contract here, even if it's Mercury is in retrograde, sign a contract or some kind of legal matter can turn to your favor. All right, Leo rising, sun and moon, what's going to happen for you? It's going to happen in your 6th house of work and daily routine and health. So your health is changing. You are taking actually advantage on this, and you're going to get change your routine. You can start yoga. You can start and reconnect with your gym membership. Anything to approach. It's a new way to approach, or maybe an old way, because Mercury is in retrograde during the Cazimi approach to health and your daily task. It could be like very good if you want to get hired, or if you would like to have a new tenancy, or if you want to rent out your home, and if you would like to get a pet as well, it could be amazing for that. Virgo rising, sun and moon, what's going to happen for you? It's going to happen in your 5th house. 5th house, anything to do with your creative project, with your joy, pleasure, with your creativity. So definitely there is an implication to boost your creativity here. So anything to do with a writing project, maybe start to write a book, maybe just creative writing, you can start to do and learn how to speak. Very good for romance and romantic communication, interaction with your children, creative interaction with your children. You might want to buy a lottery, because it could be great to win something, or an investment can turn out to be positive. All right, Libra rising, sun and moon. It's going to happen in your 4th house of family and real estate. So you might going to be able to find an emotional foundation with your family. It could be also like your family, you're going to decide you want to have a new family member, maybe you want to have a new child, a kid, or it could be actually like you are selling or buying real estate. So it could be really good for that. Definitely understanding and very deep emotional connection with family members. All right, you can do a licenses, you can become a real estate agent. Scorpio rising, sun and moon, it's going to happen in your 3rd house of communication, sales, and neighborhood community. So it is really good for negotiate in your neighborhood, became a president of the HOA, whatever, and it could be something good for short trips, to visit a sibling, to get a new friend, or your friend who you lost contact with could come back to you. Really good for writing project and actually celebrating neighborhood celebration as well. Sagittarius rising, sun and moon. Let's see how is it working out for us. In the 2nd house, anything to do or self-worth and values and or money, the way we are earning. So that is great for our financial matters. It's great to earn money. It is a new opportunity to earn a new way money. It's good for budgeting, actually planning, and you know, making valuable decisions. Your taste can change. The food that you put into your body going to actually implement your health. Saturn, sextile with Saturn, you're going to have some kind of food restriction, but you're going to be maybe able to lose weight. All right, Capricorn rising sun and moon, it's gonna affect you in your first house, your appearance, the way you are representing yourself and your company. So definitely it's boosts the ability to communicate, and you're going to communicate effectively and very, very confident about your self project, and it's going to lead to some kind of promotion. All right, Aquarius rising sun and moon, it's gonna happen in your 12th house. 12th house is hidden. 12th house anything to do with your mental ability and your subconscious, your solitude. So, you know, you're going to become very insightful. You're going to have like amazing thoughts, like your dreams going to be really, really spiritual and vivid. So the subconscious matter and spiritual matter is going to be very important. You might going to write a script or start to write a script. All right, so then Pisces rising sun and moon, it's going to happen in your 11th house. 11th house, anything to do with your friendship, organization, groups, and your future aspiration, your future goals. So there it's going to be an amazing opportunity for networking, to communicate, to actually have new groups coming in, but in higher society. So these new groups actually going to help you to connect. It's an amazing connection. It's a very auspicious connection for you all. So you're going to be very articulate, you're going to be maybe leader of that group, and you're going to be really aspirational. They might going to, and actually it's really good for you to get money out from your career. Whatever you're doing, there is some kind of bonus coming out from that. All right, guys, if you loved my videos, please share, comment below, and I wish you an amazing, beautiful Christmas and happy holidays for all of you. I see you with the full moon video in Cancer in 2 days. Bye for now. Thank you so much for listening.